I wanted to comment, but I'm so upset, but I can't. I knew that this would come sooner than later based on all the
Yeah.
spoilers that we've seen so far. And yet, I'm still not ready for that. But this right here, this chapter, 100,
Hey.
what Kakya and Ito has, this is true love. It's sad that is choosing to die, but come on, also natural and with their still, they're going to have a great time together, no matter how short it will be full of love. For me, as long as Ino is happy, happy. Before we get started, I just want to remind our
Yeah.
viewers that if you like seeing more yaoi content and would like to support this channel, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Feel free to message me in my social media at ZEALED FUJOSHI, which I'll be using to interact with viewers about more yaoi content. If that's something that interests you, feel free to follow me at ZEALED FUJOSHI. Finally, this episode will contain explicit content and a lot of man spoilers. With that in mind, please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into chapter 128 of Blood. So sad. So effing sad. I didn't ask for this. This is too bittersweet and pitiful. I'm so sad. Like, I'm happy that they'll be happy for a moment, but come on, time flies so fast. Before even Kakya knows it, Ino is going to be old. Then he's going to be gone. Then he's just left by all the memories he and Ino shared. Memories of his lover, maybe
Yeah.
smiling, happy it happened, but it didn't last as long. It's a mere dust compared to Kakia's life. I'm even more sad now and I'm totally bummed out.
Hey.
I'm about to cry. I can't accept the fact that Ino doesn't want to be a vampire and then the triplets shows up in the last panel and then I completely lost it because my tears has gone and left my face at that point. I'm remembering the part in the first couple where Ben broke down while reorganizing Ben Ben's photo album. I was like, if I'm gonna see Daddy Kakia doing the same crap instead, I don't think I would be able to
Yeah.
accept it. Because unlike Bin, Ino will die. And just so freaking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Bin, though, is very similar to his dad. They're both romantics, and even though they try their best to hide it and only show it to the ones that they love. I mean, like Bin only spoils Gok whenever he can, right? I'm kind of sad Ino won't live forever with Kakia, but he wants to see his siblings again, and I think that's a pretty valid reason Ino has. I'm still hoping though that Ino will change his mind. Who knows? I love this story though so much. You know, Ino and Kakya's relationship is so painful, and I think that's what makes it so freaking beautiful. Not actually, this whole story is beautiful. The whole story that everyone went through. all three couples is just wonderful. When you realize that someday Hwa Gok and Lee Bin
Yeah.
might give up on living their never-ending life, Liwa will also die someday. Because remember, Liwa is a lycan, not a vampire, even though he has Bin's blood. He is a lycan and he does grow old and he will die someday. As well as the three grandchildren that Hwa Gok and Lee Bin currently has. Generation by generation, Gok and Bin will witness each and every single one of them grow old and they will die, similar to. On the bright side, they will still have each other though. Yes, I put too much trust on their relationship. I know that Bin and Gok is going to be together forever. I just know that. But I believe that no matter what happens, like, they'll be in each other's arms. INO and KHAHIA, on the other hand, man, this really hurts me a lot. Reading the part where KHAHIA said he'd still say how beautiful INO is, although he will get older. And remember, like, my god, like, I don't know if you guys even noticed the minute detail of KHAHIA calling INO's death. The moment that INO died, he said where you or INO would rest. Instead of using grave, he said rest. Because he thinks that he's just going to rest. He's not going to die. And that completely made me cry. I don't really have a say on INO's situation. If he turns into a vampire, he'll be able to stay by KHAHIA's side forever. Though if he chooses not to become a vampire, he'll be able to meet his brother on the other side. So I think both options makes me feel relieved, but somehow also hurts me. Because both of them, it's so freaking bittersweet. It's kind of sad to know he's choosing not to live with KHAHIA forever because he doesn't want to become a vampire. But then again, if becoming a vampire was a real thing, it would be a complicated and hard decision to make to go from one race to another. Remember what Gok had to go through. And while could give some benefits, would also take some things that made him who he was for all those years. Remember the elder, like what happened to him that made him change so drastically. Not that I'm saying INO is very similar to the elder, but no, it does change you. That immortality will change INO one way or the other. Though if we are going to base this on how many vampires are portrayed, slower aging, immortality, physically stronger, the need to drink blood for sustenance, all those factors would make it difficult enough when choosing to stay as a vampire. Not to mention knowing all of your family, friends, and acquaintances would grow old and die before, like, would make it so hard to decide if turning into a vampire is a choice you would want to make. Yes, you could say that, but they'll leave their lover behind. But the truth is, not much is different for some couples, when their husband or wife is living on a limited time. Yes, it is sad, but instead of thinking when they would leave, they cherish the moments and the time they do have to spend with each other, because it is on a limited time. While I am kind of sad their story is going to end in a semi-bittersweet, somewhat tragic ending, I think the author portrayed it in a realistic way where not every couple that marries a vampire is going to want to go through the abrupt and drastic change of turning into a vampire. And for that, I really love this series.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to follow my social media to be teased about some of the boys' love that I'm interested in. Feel free to leave me a message and converse with me in my Discord channel. I'd love to hear back from you. And please consider supporting the show by donating as little as 99 cents through www.sealedfujoshi.xyz. Also, don't forget to support the author. All the manhwa details can be found in the description below. Again, thank you so much and hope to see you next time.